Morning, everybody. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the participants and the eminent panelists of speakers that we are having today. It is the final day of the webinar session that is being conducted by SolutionBuggy in partnership with MSMEDI and NIMSME. The event, as you all know, is Food Pro Mega Summit 2022. It's a mega food summit that is being held over the last 5 days, and you would have experienced the last 8 sessions starting from 13th October to 18th October. I would proudly say that the topic for this session is a very awaited and much anticipated topic, as most entrepreneurs who come to us or whom we have interacted with have a product or a formulation, especially in the food sector, with them. But when it comes to understanding the government schemes and how the government is helping them, or how do they approach the government, they always have a lot of doubts in their mind. So today's topic is top government schemes and subsidies. And as I said, it's always very difficult, or I would say the entrepreneurs find it more time consuming to understand these schemes. So today's session will just throw light on most of these schemes and the top ones which most of the entrepreneurs can utilize and take benefit out of it. So actually, there are a lot of fabulous schemes that are floated by MOFPI and a similar kind of support. MOFPI, of course, is from the central government, and a similar kind of support from the state government schemes as well. So let's see more in detail about these schemes over the next 90 minutes. Before I start, a quick introduction to SolutionBuggy. We are an online platform, like you all know, to connect the manufacturing industries with the experts. We are in fact India's largest platform for the MSME sector, and we have about 10,000 experts on the platform. We have completed about 2,300 projects across India over the last 6 years. And when I say projects, it could be anything from one-day consulting assignment to lean management or training programs, and all the way up to setting up of industries from concept to commercialization stage, including basic market research, product identification, detailed project report, machinery procurement, commissioning, sales, supply chain management, and sales and marketing development. So we are very active in the F&B sector and on some of the key emerging sectors like EV, battery manufacturing, ethanol, geotextiles. So these are some of the trending sectors that we are doing projects on. With that, I am Guru Prasad Bangle, director at SolutionBuggy. I have about 20 plus years of consulting experience. I mainly look after the technology aspect here and also on the project management, especially in the F&B sector. I would now like to thank all the associate sponsors for this event before introducing today's panelists, namely MSMEDI, who have been supporting us from last year itself. So this is the second consecutive year that they are with us. Next is NIMSME, the Consulate of Israel, Wadhwani Foundation, WASME, NIAM, which is the National Institute of Agri Marketing, NABI, which is the Agribusiness Incubator, PBFIA, which is a Plant-Based Food Industry Association, India Startup 360, and APIDA. So I would like to introduce the expert panelists that I have with me today. Firstly, Mr. Sudarshan Gaddam. He's from PME. He's going to talk about PMEGP, NSIC, Mudra Yojana, and basically how entrepreneurs can benefit from the NIMSME. To introduce him in 2 or 3 lines would be very difficult considering the vast range of experience that he has. But let me give a try. He's been a trainer and mentor on entrepreneurship, having about 22 years of experience, about 10 years in the industry and about 12 years in incubation, and fields like entrepreneurship, business development, faculty development, skill development, and financial services. He's a faculty member at Startup Incubation Center, NIMSME, which is under the Ministry of MSME, Government of India, and coordinator for NSIC. He has conducted more than 1,000 national and international programs for entrepreneurs, and the participation ranging from 200 to almost 3,500 attendees. We welcome you, Mr. Sudarshan. Next in line, yeah, thank you. Next in line, I have Mr. Nandakumar. He's going to talk about the PMFME scheme. He's a graduate in food technologies with postgraduate diploma in product and brand management. He has more than a decade of experience in brownfield, greenfield projects, and also in setting up third-party contract manufacturing. Branding, product launch, and go-to-market strategy are his forte. And currently, he's he's working with government organizations for implementation of PMFME scheme. Frankly, we've met him a couple of times, and I feel he's a very dynamic person who understands the situation, not just from the government's perspective, but also from the entrepreneur side. So we welcome you, Mr. Nandakumar. Next, I have Mr. Gopinath. He'll be joining a little late. He's also Mr. Gopinath Rao is IEDS Deputy Director at MSME DI under the Government of India, Bangalore. He's always been he's always been supporting us in our food-based webinars, and this is the second consecutive year that MSME DI has been part of this. We will have Mr. Gopinath talk a few lines about MSME DI and how entrepreneurs can look for assistance through these government schemes and grants. He'll be more concentrating on PMKSY and the benefits for food industries. So without much ado, I would now invite Mr. Sudarshan to walk us through his presentation, and post that I will be calling upon Mr. Nandakumar.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have you given me to share my thing, sir?
Yeah. So I'll.
It's not.
You can.
So allow me to share.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you, SolutionBuggy and the management for giving me an opportunity. I'm delighted to be here because almost since 1.5 months we are in touch. So today it's materialized. I'm there. I'm Gautam Sudarshan, a faculty member in IMSME. It is a National Institute for Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises, which is set up in the year 1962 with the aim of mainly into capacity building of the institution which are into entrepreneurship development activities. Second, we also into the support of we train people, especially the government agencies. And third, we will be supporting prospective and practicing entrepreneurs. So this is a basic thing which I want to take with my PPT once I get the chance. So
you're not able to.
No, I'll just most of the time, when we talk to any entrepreneur, prospective or practicing entrepreneur, they have a doubt in their mind that, if at all I want to start a business or an enterprise, who is going to support me and what kind of support will I be getting? So one is we have a institutional support for every business idea and every business or every industry which will be there. So in this regard, I'll be talking to you in this later. Now, first, second, do I have it? Shall I? Yeah, thank you. So for my, sir, can I go for a second slide? So this is what NIMSME services are. We are into research, training, consultancy, education programs, extension, and documentation also. We have a good library which comprises of maximum books of entrepreneurship. So let's next slide. So we have this 4 schools, which will be, I hope if anyone wants to know more about us, they can go into our website, nimsme.org. We will keep on conducting a number of programs. So next slide. So this is now I'm just the reason why I've just skipped this because NIMSME is a vast where we cannot put everything in one slide. So I request people to just go into a website called nimsme.org because we are conducting a number of programs on a regular program. Especially myself, I've trained national participants into entrepreneurship and women entrepreneurship. And I'm happy that I have trained almost 400 international participants across 80 countries. We do conduct an entire till today from 1962. NIMSME has trained 10,000 international participants comprising of 100 countries, which are developing and developed countries. So this is what NIMSME is. Now, before going to this major aspect of financial schemes, now generally, if I want to start a business, everyone looks at the investment part first. But I feel that is a wrong aspect, because the investment might be a third, because the first thing we have to select a business idea, and second is where I get training into that. So if I get a good business idea, because I have to do a number of research, so I just give a small website. NSIC projects is a website where almost all 300 business ideas are there, and iid.org. iid.org. It is a website which comprising of almost all 1,000 business ideas. So my request to the participants who are just listening to this website, the first and foremost important point of any business is a business idea. And that business idea should relate to you. It doesn't mean that, see, for example, if a mechanical student is starting into fourth sector, agreed, it will help you out for a minimum time, but in the future, it may not, it will be difficult for you to sustain for a longer time. So look at your own caliber, look at your capacity, look at your knowledge, look at your education. Based on that, you select. Because in this website, almost all business ideas are there. And everyone has a question, sir, okay, sir, I got a business idea. Second, what do I do? Just look at the training part into that. Because I tell you, I'm a product of this institute, NIMSME. I was a participant in 2013, 14, 14, 15, and 15, 16. And 17, I got an employment. Because every time I used to go to the website and search for the training, especially to TOT, training of trainer, and FDP and EDP. And I've taken all these three, especially in NIMSME. So the training, every business idea has a training from every government agencies. So the first important point is you have to look into that, because training provides you all the information in a book, so that you can just acquire and start. The third comes finance. Now, how do I look into that? How do I, sir, shall I immediately jump into the finance? No. My simple suggestion is, today we have a number of people who are already manufacturing the products. So first you understand your own self, your capacity. So my request is, you start a business, do a Udyam registration, which is free of cost for the Government of India. Now, after that, you just look for the people who are manufacturing the product. You're manufacturing the product, talk to them and just try to market it for some time, 6 months. Because today, what I personally feel is 99% is marketing, 1% is what are the business which is existing today. Until unless we know marketing, we cannot run the business. So this is one. Coming down to the schemes of financial, one is Mudra, which I have not kept a slide because it's very simple. Says Mudra is nothing but Micro Units Development and Refinancing Agency. It is a scheme. Go back. Yeah, thank you. It is a scheme. It's Micro Units Development and Refinancing Agency. Any individual can get a loan up to 10 lakhs without any collateral security. The only thing is you have to submit a project report. All these 5 documents are required. One is your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, your Udyam registration, your project report, and Mudra application. These are the 5 documents which has to be given to the banker at the time when you are submitting the project report to the bank. Now, what immediately the banker will do, have any collateral security? Just remind him, because in the guidelines of Mudra itself, it's saying that we doesn't require any collateral security up to the tune of 10 lakhs. About 10 lakhs, the Mudra is not eligible to give the loan. So the benefit part of especially of Mudra is you can get a loan up to 10 lakhs without any collateral security within a period of just say 15 or 20 days based on your project. This one. Second, there is a slide which I'm showing credit guarantee. It is generally what will happen whenever I go to a bank, the first question every banker will ask, do I have any collateral security? Say yes. Sir, I'm having a collateral security, especially in the scheme of credit guarantee. Sir, he'll be asking, can you show that? Says the Government of India. Because credit guarantee is a third party guarantee loan. First party is you, second party is the banker, and third party is the Government of India. Under credit guarantee, you can get a loan up to 2 crores without any collateral security. The scheme guidelines itself, something is happening. Say for an example, I'll just tell you, credit guarantee is a trust which is created by the Government of India. Now, any person who is applying, he has to prepare a project report. In the first copy, just say that, sir, kindly cover me under credit guarantee. The banker will see your application, he'll send it to the credit guarantee trust. The trust will do a third-party verification. Once they feel all the information what is provided by are satisfactory, Then they give a recommending letter to the government. The government will issue a letter to the banker saying that kindly sanction loan up to 50 lakhs. Now you got a loan up to 50 lakhs and you have started functioning your business. In the meantime, say after 1 or 2 years, you had some problem, you are unable to pay the EMI. Generally, what will happen when the banker is, you are not paying EMI, banker will come down to your business. But here, he will write a letter to the government saying that because the government of India has given a guarantee that your business, they have to give a loan. Now the banker will go to the government and saying that, sir, this is the person is not paying the loan. Say how much he has to pay. Say 20 lakhs. In that 75% will be supported by the government of India to the banker. That is nothing but a credit guarantee. A guarantee which is given by the government of India to the banker. Now, any banker cannot declare the loan under credit guarantee scheme. Any scheme. I'm not talking about any product or every product, every business idea is eligible under this. People might be thinking, sir, manufacturing or service. The government of India removed this tag, manufacturing and service. Everything comes under the manufacturing now. So credit guarantee is a scheme. So you can get a loan up to, say for example, your business, your finance requirement is 5 lakhs, 85% you will be getting the funding and 15% should be the promoter's contribution. Up to 5 to 50 lakhs, if your business is there, 75% will be the banker's contribution, 25% will be your promoter's contribution. If your loan is up to 1 crore, 50 lakhs to 1 crore, and the promoter contribution will be 50 and the bankers will be 50. Now, they have increased to 2 crores. So you'll have a chance of 1 crore and 1 crore. So credit guarantee, you can apply and there is no problematic. The only thing is your project and your business should be viable and you should be in a capacity to explain that this is a screen which I'm sharing with this. There, you can just scan and apply it to that. Second, don't change the screen. We have a PMEGP scheme. It is Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program. Now, generally what will happen is, we have a website called PMEGP website. We go to the website and we take all the details and we upload all the details in the PMEGP website. Great. But what is happening is the government of India is giving the subsidy to us, but the bankers are not giving the loan. So until unless I get a loan, I cannot claim the subsidy. So what you have to do is first you prepare a project report, go to the bank saying that, sir, this is my project report. I'm applying at a PMEGP. I want a sanction letter of my loan. Don't ask money. Take a sanction letter. Go to the website of PMEGP. In that, upload your project report, upload this, everything. The benefit is the moment your loan is approved, sanctioned, and it directly go to the bank and you'll get the subsidy amount. For SC, ST, OBC women, if they belong to urban category, it is 25%. If they belong to rural category, it is 35% subsidy. And for OC men, it is 15, and OC men, it is urban, it's 15, and rural, it's 25%. Now, point is, now, when do I get a subsidy? The business should exist for 3 years. After that, the entire loan will be adjusted. Okay. Now, and this amount will be in your bank account as an FD for a particular period. Then you can get a loan. So, my suggestion is PMEGP first go to the banker. Don't go to the website and upload back. So, because it is very easy to upload in the website, because the moment I upload it, people feel that okay, I have uploaded and I'll be getting a loan. That's wrong. It's not happening now. So my sincere suggestion is go to the banker first, talk to them, convince him, take a sanction letter and upload, then you'll be getting the loan. So kindly change the screen. Now, Udyam registration, it is very, very mandatory. Now, any government intervention, I'll just give a live example because one of my client who is, the amount has been stuck up with government of Telangana almost on 25 lakhs. Now he already registered Udyam registration, but he's unable to get the retrieve his document. So they've stopped. They said, you bring the document of Udyam and number, then we'll release. And he came down to us and we have supported and got, and within no time the amount is released. So any government agency, either state or central, Udyam registration is mandatory. Either you go to the tender or you go to the loan or you go to the subsidy or you go to any benefit, Udyam is mandatory because it's free of cost. Because the moment you register, you'll get a unique number which is applicable throughout India. And whenever you go to any state government, you just specify that number. That will be enough. So Udyam registration. The only thing is what you have to do. You have to go to udyamregistration.gov.in. It's a website. You have to just first you have to give your Aadhaar number and your name. It will be generate an OTP to your mobile Aadhaar link mobile number. The moment you enter and the entire application is there. And the best part is, say might be I'm having only a food product today. I want to start almost all 50 products in the near future. I can upload that. I can upload in that. Almost all 50 products can be given in the Udyam registration one. Second, it is not for the future business. It's only for the existing business which is there. So my sincere suggestion, if you people are not registered, you talk to take a support of SolutionBuggy. or else you can approach us with them. We are there to support you. So next. So now technology resource centers. Now, say for example, I'm having a food technology. As an individual, my knowledge is limited. So if I want to enhance my technology, or if I want to have a good recent technology which is there in the market, how do I know that? So we have a technology resource centers which are available everywhere. Okay. And what you have to do is you have to go there and look at the technology, and they have the machinery which are very upgraded and updated. So you can just use the machinery with a very nominal cost, develop your product, and so go to the market and submit the product to the research, like testing labs. Then you'll be getting. So the technology resource centers, everything for food it's there, CFTR is there, and other institutions also there. So can I change the screen? Next. Yeah. Put it here, NSIC. See, everyone, it's very important for NSIC. Please be attentive. Now, generally what will happen is, whenever I've started, see, my institution, NIMSME is only the training institute. We only support to the maximum extent, but we not take you further, go hand in hand for the future setting up the business. The moment I give the certificate, my job is over. So now the NSIC is a institute. It's National Small Industries Corporation. It's having offices that they're pan India. So no need to worry. Every district will have an office. The first and foremost thing is, the moment you go to the NSIC and register with them, say for example, before you're starting the business, just go and talk to them and say that, sir, I want to start a business, especially on the particular technology. Now you might be, you want to know the machineries which are available in the market. So NSIC will provide you the machinery details across India, along with the price and along with the details who can supply the machinery. This is one. Second, say for example, you want to import the machinery from outside, abroad, but as an individual, you should have all the licenses to import, but no need to, not required. NSIC will be helping you out, and all the charges should be paid by us, you. This is second. And third important point is, say for example, I've started a food processing industry. Now I want to have I doesn't have a working capital in my hand for my purchase of my raw material. So now what is happening is, if I am unable to have a raw material, so I cannot run them, I cannot go for a production process. So go to the NSIC and say that, sir, I want to have a raw material assistance. Please be attentive. It's very important. Raw material assistance. So they says, okay, you give a bank guarantee. Go and talk to the bank, your banker. Just give a bank guarantee to him. Give the bank, go to the vendor and purchase a material. What is the raw material you want to have? Purchase the material. Take the invoice copy from them. Give it to NSIC. NSIC will pay the amount to the vendor. You need not to pay. So NSIC will pay the amount to the vendor. After you manufactured, after you sold in the market, as and when you get the amount, go back to NSIC and pay back the amount with a very nominal rate of interest, which is much lesser than the banker's rate. You know why? Because today, maximum 80 to 90% business fail because they doesn't have a raw material availability of working capital, cash in hand for buy the raw material. They have a machinery. So machinery is only a one-time purchase, but raw material is required every day. So that kind of assistance, say for example, today you have taken the amount, your raw material, you have paid back. That tomorrow again you require. It is a never-ending process. So NSIC specifically is raw material assistance, and especially to this machinery supply. And third important
and the continuation of this, I would also like to highlight that many entrepreneurs never keep a buffer for working capital requirements.
Yes.
Because most of the time it's just the capital expense and the capex that they are looking at, but at least 6 months of OPEX also they have to factor it and keep it in their kitty. So if they are not able to provide, then NSIC is a very good option.
Yes, sir. Actually, what is happening is because we have to block that amount for a particular time, because every entrepreneur will be a shortfall of money at any point of time. Definitely, it is a human. It's a cycle. So my suggestion is, go and talk to the NSIC, because it is very supportive, especially to raw materials, because it's very important. Today you get a bulk order. Say for example, you got an order of 1 crore and you have only 25 lakhs in your hand. So, but where do I purchase? People doesn't, and if you go and take amount, the derivative, it is out of that, it's a rate of interest will be more. So you just go into the bank, deposit the 25 lakhs as an FD, take a bank guarantee, go to NSIC. NSIC will give you 1 crore. No need to pay any amount to them. Take the material and supply to them, because this is a best factor, because I'm supporting the people. People are very much happy because they need not to block their capital for a longer time for the next future also. Okay. And apart from that, sir, agreed. Now it's very good. But say today I've manufactured my product. Now I want to market. So I can only supply for one part. But here the best part is NSIC is having a support for exhibitions also. say if any part of India you are participating in any exhibition, inform them, say that, sir, we are going to participate. They will refund you 60% of the amount what you have spent on your the stall charges and other charges. 60%. The only thing is they want to encourage you people to participate in more exhibitions. And moreover, the best part, especially for you people, food, the people are looking. Say for example, there is a good exhibition which is abroad, like Dubai, Paris, or whatever, Israel. Now you want to go there and participate in the exhibition, but the expenditure crosses 1 lakh. So expenditure you might incur an expenditure of 1 lakh because you have boarding and lodging charges, the stall charges, everything. Now just inform NSIC saying that, sir, I'm going to participate in a Israel exhibition which is there, and this is a letter where I got from. They said, okay, you can go, but they will not give you any amount. So you have to spend on your own. After coming back, submit the bills. You know what is a great thing for men entrepreneurs? 85% will be refunded, and for women entrepreneurs, 95% will be refunded. So this is the best chance for the people like you, where you can just go abroad. I'm not saying for the program purpose, and we are implementing it, and maximum clients are using it. So best part, once you have a word with NSIC, the all information will be there. Okay, and apart from that, there are also support regarding tenders. And if you are having a consortium marketing, if you are participating in a tender and the tender is huge, you just talk to NSIC. They will participate on your behalf and they'll distribute to among the people who are already doing the food processing. So this is the NSIC. It's very, very important. Next. High purchase. Next. Next. Okay. Thank you all. I'll be there for any questions you can ask me.
Yeah. So I think it was a very crisp and short and an informative session. And like you said, the two schemes which you have brilliantly explained. Of course, there are a lot of questions also which the people are having. We will keep the questions to the end. But before I leave you I would ask one question that has come up. Does these schemes also apply to alcoholic, startups? Say somebody is making alcohol ready to drink kind of a startup.
Yes.
The Mudra and credit guarantee schemes are applying.
See, Mudra and credit, it's a financial scheme, sir.
Right.
It's a financial schemes where we have to submit to the banker. So once you convince the banker, it's very, very important. It's important. So definitely they are there, and especially for this alcoholic, banker will come forward because it has
got good market potential. Yeah.
Market for that.
Right. Okay. Got it. Thank you, Mr. Sudarshan, and I will put you on hold now, and I'll invite Mr. Nandakumar, our next speaker, who will be talking more about PMFME scheme. Over to you, Mr. Nandakumar.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. Good morning. Hope you're all doing good. I'm here to speak about the PMFME scheme. Just sharing my slide. Visible now?
Yeah, your slide is visible.
See, PMFME scheme is Pradhan Mantri Formulation of Micro Food Processing Enterprise.
Nandakumar, maybe you can click on that maximize. Down right you have.
Sorry?
Maximize screen. Full screen you can do, no? In this. There.
Yes.
Sir, one minute. Sir, can you stop my video? I'm unable to stop my video.
Yeah, your video is stopped, I think. We are able to see Mr. Nandakumar's.
Yes. I'm trying to maximize it.
You just have to click on the left side. Yeah. No, next one. Come a little bit to the left.
Sorry, sir. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is Pradhan Mantri's Formulation of Micro Food Processing Enterprises. Okay. So I'll just give you a background about what is the scheme and all that. The scheme was approved by Union Cabinet on 20th May 2020. It is a centrally sponsored scheme from the Ministry of Food Processing Enterprises, and then it will be centrally gone by Ministry of Food Processing Industries. On every state, there will be a nodal agency or a nodal department who will be carrying out and implementing the scheme at the state level. Okay, so there's a centrally sponsored scheme. Scheme will be in the ratio of they'll be sharing the expenditure in the ratio of 60-40. Central will sponsor 60 and state government will be contributing 40%. Some of the states they'll do 90% and 10%, and most the underdeveloped states they'll be 100% sponsor contribution from the central. So for this particular scheme, we have a budget outlay of 10,000 crores, and the implementation period is around 10 for the financial year 2021 to 21-25. Okay, so this is going to emphasize is the link subsidy grant for 2 lakh. So there is a budget outlay of 10,000 crores. And how many units are we going to cover? So there's a target of 2 lakh micro food processing enterprises. Why is it so important to have covering this micro food enterprises? I'll give you a short background about this is the aim of the scheme, maybe from where it is derived from. Thing is, there is a large amount of unorganized food industries which has been tapped. To give you a data, there are 225 lakh micro food processing enterprises which is into an organized segment, and it is contributing to more than 74% of the employment in this particular segment. So can you visualize it? And 66% of these units are in rural. Okay, so these units neither have a credit linkage or they have not formalized into an regular market. They have a huge potential, so they are not into a regular route that development is not happening. They do not have a credit access. Only 3% of an unit has a credit access to this thing. Okay, so in order to compete and cover this unit and handle these kind of units, government has come up with a setup. The budget is 10,000 crores and the coverage will be 2 lakh micro food enterprises. So as you can see, the aim of the scheme is to improve and enhance the competitiveness of these individual micro food processing enterprises, which are in an unorganized segment. We are going to formalize the segment, and moreover, we are going to extend the support to individual entrepreneurs. Individual entrepreneurs in sense proprietorship, partnership, private limited companies, those kind of a segment. So other support, what are the supports will be extended to farmer produce organizations, self-help groups, cooperatives, through along this entire value chain. Whoever is involved in this. So a category is simple. So it is an individual and also a group applicants who are into it. Okay, so there are two kind of categories. So these are the key features. We are going to support it. We are going to give them marketing and branding assistance. We are going to give them training and capacity building program and support for formalization. What are the aspects we are going to cover? We are going to cover the credit facility, inclusion like financial inclusion, and then we are going to connect them to an organized supply chain. What happens is, say suppose there is a lot of entrepreneurs. Tamil Nadu has an target to cover 4,000 micro enterprises per year. Okay, so cumulatively for the period of time, we'll be covering 12,000 micro enterprises. So take upon a district, they have a similar product. So they will be formed as a cluster, and from our end, we will be giving them in market linkages. Okay, so there is also an services available, like common services will be there is a common platform available through which the products can be established to reach domestic and international markets, and we also support them for product standardization, branding, and their marketing support. Initially, this product has come up with an idea of one district, one product, a product which is prominent in a district, which will be promoted and will be advised to come up. But later, the approach has been relaxed. Now, any product, any food product can be availed assistance through the scheme. So what are the major components? So as we said, it is for the individuals. Individuals, what kind of an assistance they get? Thing is, it is a credit linked capital subsidy. You mean to say credit linked capital subsidy means, so in order to get this assistance of subsidy, there is a subsidy of 35% available on your machineries. Whatever the machineries you are purchasing and related to the food industry, you will be given a 35%. Say suppose you're going to purchase a machinery for 10 lakhs, you will be given subsidy of 3.5% or 3.5 lakhs. So essentially, this subsidy will be routed only when you avail a financial, credit facility from your bank. So that is why it is termed as credit linked capital subsidy, only for the capital goods while you avail a credit facility. So this will be through loan. The maximum subsidy ceiling is 10 lakhs. Suppose if you are going to avail in machinery cost 28.5 lakhs, and 35% would roughly come around 10 lakhs. Okay, so suppose you're going for an above limit of 40 lakhs, you're going to purchase a machine for 40 lakhs, then also you will get a maximum subsidy cap of 10 lakhs only. So maximum subsidy cap is 10 lakhs. So this can be extended to the proprietorship company, partnership company, private limited. This is also available for the group categories also. Even FPOs or NGOs, self-help groups, cooperatives, who want to avail this particular benefit, they can avail. What isn't qualification? Am I eligible to get this benefit? Yes. The only qualification or a criteria to enter into the scheme is you'll have to be 18 years and now. Earlier there were too many criteria and limitations to get avail the scheme, but now that the only eligible criteria to get under the scheme is you should be 18 years of age and above, and there is no education qualification required. The beauty of the scheme is this supports individual units in two kinds. So suppose now someone wants to kickstart a new unit. I'm new to this industry. I'm going to start a new industry and a new company. I want to avail the benefits of a scheme. You're welcome. This is one kind of beneficiary. Another one is an existing entrepreneurs. Now that I'm already have an unit, I want to either expand or I want to either diversify my the product line in terms of capacity or in terms of diversifying the product line. You are also eligible. So someone who wants to kickstart or someone who wants to expand, both are they can come under the purview of the scheme. They can get avail benefits of this thing. And how is it done? It is done for both ODOP and one district, one product which is for that categorized in one. One. It means to tell that there is no ODOP approach. Okay, simple thing. Then what kind of an industry is that? You were keep on telling about micro. What is that micro actually? The definition of micro is such something who has gotten current year investment in plant and machinery is not exceeding 1 crore. They can be, even if you want to start a machinery which is worth 20,000 rupees, you're eligible. Someone with an investment of 1 crore, you are eligible. Okay. So, and then the second criteria for micro definition is the exceeding turnover of this current year should not exceed 5 crore. So your investment should be less than a crore and your turnover should not exceed 5 crore and your employment in the current organization should not exceed 10 workers. This is one thing. Okay, this is the definition of a micro enterprises. So anyone who is inside this purview, who want to start or want to expand, can come under this scheme and avail the benefit. Next thing, is this only limited to the machineries? Can't we cover up the civil construction and all that? Yes, you can cover up in civil construction. The word specified here is technical civil construction, and this technical civil construction includes a temporary structure. It cannot be a roof over there, concrete roof. You can go for a shed or a stretch kind of a thing. So this technical civil construction should not exceed 30% of your project cost. Suppose I have a project for 10 lakhs. 3 lakhs is for my plant. Okay, the structure and all that. Now remaining 7 lakhs is for my machinery. So this 30% category is fulfilled here, then you are eligible to get this assistance of technical civil construction of 30%. And one more additional benefit, whenever we want to avail a particular government scheme, what happens is we'll have to go get an auditor. We'll have to get the auditor report ready. Then we'll have to approach the banker, approach the district officials about this. So it's a lengthy process, right? So now the government of India has come up with this setup where you will be nominated a district resource person. So this district resource person, what he does is, once you're registering through this link and you want to avail the benefits of this thing, and you must be clear with the idea what are you going to do with your business. He is not going to counsel you for the kind of business you're going to do. He's only going to handhold you throughout the process for getting this assistance of subsidy preparation of the DPR. So district resource person is appointed and he will be an one point contact person for preparing the DPR, appraising this district officials and all that. So this is the only scheme which has come up with an resource person as a technical person to handle you throughout this process of availing this benefit. I'll tell you in detail what is all he is going to do. Okay. So to give you an highlights of what is the scheme about, the first component of this individual beneficiaries, it is a credit linked capital subsidy. As we said, you'll have to avail and benefits a credit facility from the bank. Only for the capital goods, that is your machineries, you'll get the subsidy. This is a back-ended subsidy. Back-ended subsidy is once 36 months of lock-in period will be there, and your subsidy amount will be transferred immediately once your loan is sanctioned into your account, where it will be freezed and it will be maintained in your mirror account to motivate you. At the end of 36th month, they will certify that your account is standard. Then this subsidy will be reflecting in your closing balance. Till the time, it will be like an interest-free fixed deposit. It will be inside your account only, but you cannot withdraw. So that is to motivate you to bring upon this project successfully. So this is applicable only for the micro food processing enterprises, and ODOP approach is relaxed. That is one district, one product approach is relaxed. Now that you can avail any product which is respect to the food, both new units and existing units are applicable. Only criteria is it has to be a value added product. It cannot be just loose selling, or I'm going to sell it, I'm just going to trade it, nothing like that. It essentially has to be a value addition. Suppose a groundnut can be made into a chickies, or a peanut butter, or an oil unit can be done. Okay, but not just I'm going to buy in groundnut, repack it, selling, not advisable, and it is not eligible. The only criteria is it has to be in value addition. Okay,
Nandakumar,
so that,
one more,
yes,
since you're already talking about value-added products, one question
yes,
I think which is very relevant.
yeah,
If say somebody is using contract manufacturing, and
okay.
he's he's the marketing company for it, can he get the part of this?
So it's nothing to do with contract manufacturing. It is specific to the product.
No, he's not making the product. He's getting it manufactured at some
The
other.
proprietor of a company is eligible. Okay, it is specific to the proprietorship. It's not. It's about what is the kind of a business model. Not about the business model. It is about the company, the industry who has established the thing. He can make any channels or route of selling the product into the market, pipelines inside the market. It is irrespective of that. It is respect to only to the product. Okay. Okay. So the next thing is it is completely a single window system right from your registration. Once you have registered, your contact details will be shared with the district resource person. It is an automatic route. A district resource person will contact you, or either you can contact a resource person stating that you have an idea and you are ready with your quotation, or you want to get in quotation. He will come and mobilize. He will do handholding support. What are the handholding supports he will do? I'll tell you. But this is a single window system right from registration till your loan, then availing the subsidy. Then the training part, entire thing is through single portal system. No one has a discretion over it except an eligible criteria and all that. And then convergence is possible with other schemes. Say suppose you have an unit, you are already availed some benefits of an MSME, other schemes. Now that you want to expand and get an benefited through PMFME scheme, you are eligible. But not that for the same project, for the same project. Now that I'm going to implement a project, I'm going to get an assistance of 10 lakh from the for the same unit. You cannot do from the two different schemes. Okay, for expansion you can do. And the beauty of this is there is something called an agricultural infrastructure fund. Okay, wherein you will get an interest subvention of 3%. Suppose you have you are got your loans approved, your landing rate of interest is 9%. Now that if you apply, if there is specific criteria and products which has been which is eligible under AAF, it is only for the primary processing. AAF scheme, if your process is eligible, you will get an interest subvention of 3%. Along with that, the collateral security is excluded. It will be covered under CGTMSC, as a previous speaker has spoken. And the CGTMSC cover fees is also borne by the government. What we have done is there is a separate portal in there is a separate portal for AAF wherein if you're an already beneficiary of PMFME, you can just link it. There is a tab available. Just link through it. It will be automatically uploaded, and you can avail the benefits of the AAF also. AAF has three benefits. One, you will have an interest subvention of 3%, and second, without an collateral. Third, the CGTMSE cover fees will be borne by the government. Okay, so that kind of a convergence is possible. If you avail benefits through some other scheme, you can also avail the benefits through PMFME, or you can avail benefits of other schemes also. So this means, and something called a district resource person is appointed to handle the beneficiaries. You will be given a particular DRP, district resource person, to handle you through the entire process. Handling the food is not so simple. So till the last point is, he will be giving you a training and respect to how kind of an handling you're going to do with food articles, and then you will be given the last point of handling as well as the market linkages. Okay, so this last thing is, if the project is it mandatory for me to submit a collateral? No. If your project cost is less than 10 lakhs, you'll be covered, in Mudra without a collateral. Okay. If your project cost is more than 10 lakhs, you will be covered with CGTMSE cover without a collateral. Okay. If you're eligible for AAF, that will be added advantage because CGTMSE's fees is also borne by the government and you will have an interest subvention of 3%. Okay. These are the highlights. Now that I'll tell you about the most important person, a district resource person, what are all the activities he will do. Okay. So the roles and responsibilities of the resource person will be, once you have shown interest through registration, he will mobilize the application. Okay, that means he will come to your site. Where is your site? At which place you're going to do this business operations? He will collect the required documents. He will inspect whether this place is apt for running a business. One thing, he'll collect your documents. Then he will help in filing these applications. The next thing is he will do the preparation. He'll make the detailed project report for you. Okay, and thing is, for this, you don't have to contact any auditors or something like that. For preparation of the DPR, he will do the detailed project report. Okay. Then what he does is he will recommend this application to the district nodal officers from where he will get the subsidy. Okay. He will apprise the district nodal, district level committee or nodal officer there knows for availing this, approving this subsidy for you. Okay. From your end. Then once the approval from the district is done, it will be directly transferred to the bank. You don't have to carry your papers, hard copy, show the bank officers, people in the bank that you're, it will be automatically routed. It will reach the bank. He will apprise the bankers also to availing this credit facility. He'll give you, then he will guide the beneficiary for getting the required compliances. See, get mandatory, the bare minimum requisite or compliances for running a food industry is getting a food safety license. Okay, FSSAI licenses. He'll help you in guide in taking the food safety license, and he will help you in guide taking this Udyam registration also. Okay, then he will arrange the training or capacity program for your relevant domain. You will be given training in two aspects. One in entrepreneurship development program will be there. Then your product specific training will be there. Okay, so the training is also done. Then the payment for the last important thing is you don't have to spend a single penny for this person who is handling you, because his payment is completely by the government. Okay, so the next step is an series of it's a flow of process where it will be, once you're done online registration, he'll be submitting the mandatory documents. DRP will evaluate, then he will apprise DNO, then this will be processed to the banks. Okay, so after this is done, even getting the subsidy into your account is also everything is automated here. Is also an online process. Once they have uploaded a sanction ticket from your in the bank portal, and your disbursement is marked, it will take 45 days. Central government will create a batch and it will automatically transfer it into a transient account. And the same way, the state government will also create a batch and they will send their state government share into the transient account, so that it is all automated and no one's separate discretion is entertained here. Okay.
So
it's
what
all
you're saying
automated.
is it might take about 45 days to do this entire process.
Not 45. See, getting a subsidy is a different part. Okay. So to reach this process, if you are reaching in within 7 days, and district resource person will be able to upload your documents to the the portal and reach back. Maybe like within 7 to 10 days, your application will reach to the bank based on your readiness, preparedness with the documents and all that. Okay. Okay. Next process. So that is all with respect to the individual applicant, and district resource person will be there to handle on all that. What are the other components of the scheme? There is something called a common infrastructure, in which, say, suppose a farmer producer organization or an a self-help group or cooperatives who has an infrastructure, who is willing to lend their their processing facility on contract basis or on manufacturing terms to other people around them, so they can utilize this opportunity. Someone who wants to extend their project or this infrastructure to others for utilizing it, this concept, like this is similar to an incubation center where other people can come and take over the production and they can use their product. Someone who comes with a raw material, makes an end product, utilize their infrastructure and move with an end product. So this is a common infrastructure. This can be availed only by the farmer producer organization, self-help group, or government agency, or in cooperative. For them, there is a 35% grant with a maximum ceiling of 3 crores. The project can be up to 10 crore. They'll have a maximum ceiling of 3 crores. Okay. And there is no minimum turnover. If is it only for the established FPOs or cooperatives? No. If someone is creating an FPO self-help group, now that they want to start this common infrastructure facility, they can do it. There is no prerequisite or a minimum eligibility for this. No turnover or an experience. Nothing is there. So they can come with and apply under the group application category, and they can avail this facility. And this third component is the important component. We are here to extend up to a 50% grant for the branding and marketing assistance. This is also limited to this FPO, self-help groups and cooperatives. Suppose there is an FPO and self-help group who can mobilize products from other self-help groups, and they want to promote that product under a common brand, say suppose, and they are going to incur an expense of 1 crore for the next 3 years, in which the government is ready to spend 50 lakhs as a grant to promote their brand in terms of their branding and marketing assistance. What are all the products what are all the heads under which they can utilize this product? Is that they can utilize this fund for product standardization, because they are collecting from too many people, or otherwise they are going to produce it. This fund can be utilized for their product standardization, trademark registration, market studies, packing material development, a warehouse and storage rentals for 1 year, listing costs in case they want to go with an e-commerce market. They want to do a listing at there. They can do it. Institutional linkages, advertisements, training for their sales and their marketing professionals, the logistics supports. All this can be covered under this branding and marketing support. So, and that is up to a 50% mark. There is no maximum ceiling or an closure for this thing. It is up to an entity who comes up with a proposed project. Only thing is, it should not exceed an average of 3% sales projection. Suppose the next financial year showing a projection of 1 crore, then another year 1.1 crore, another year 1.2 crore. The average of this is 1.1 crore, right? So 50% of that 1.14 should not be exceeded. That is 55 lakhs. It should not exceed the project cost of 55 lakhs. So that is the only criteria here. Otherwise, who wants to develop a brand can be done. So far, too many brands has been launched from Punjab, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu, and all that. There's a special focus for millets, and it is not specified to certain categories. Whatever may be the food products, you can submit a proposal to a state nodal agency. They will be appraised with the MAFI, and the grant will be subsequently released. Okay, this one important component called marketing and branding assistance. Then an important component is capital. If self-help, it is only limited to the self-help groups. Okay, a self-help group member who is into an you are if you're all well versed with the self-help groups and those ladies who are into the livelihood transformation mission. So these self-help group members who are essentially into an food processing industry, each member in a self-help group is entitled to receive an assistance of 40,000 rupees grant. Okay, this grant, suppose there is a self-help group of 20 members, each member who is essentially involved in a food processing will receive an 40,000 rupees for the purchase of small tools and machineries for the raw material purchase. In turn, they can use it as a revolving fund inside their groups. See, it is something like an 8 lakh rupees, for a 20 members in a self-help group. Each will be receiving, 40,000 rupees. It will be an 8 lakh rupees. They will operate as a small bank. Okay, so this is one big assistance which has been received so far. India has crossed huge numbers with self-help group assistance, seed capital assistance for the self-help group members. The last thing is, capacity building. So, as I've told you, there is two type of training which has been, given to the beneficiaries once they have availed. One is for the entrepreneur development program. Another is for the product specific training. Okay, so there are a lot of training modules available for them. There is a 3 days program in their respective districts. A person district level trainers who was well versed in these topics will come over to your districts. They will create a batch of minimum 20 to 30 people. They'll handhold you throughout this thing. Okay, and the last component is this district person will be help you in also getting these compliances like FSSI certificate, ODM registration, and all that. So these are the 5 components which is available. And there's one more component called under this convergence is something called in tribal Trifor units for the Vandan Vikas Yojana, wherein 2 Trifor units. That is in respect to the minor forest producers. If a minor forest producers, say suppose a tribe is producing minor forest producers, government under Vandan Vikas Yojana will be extending them in 15 lakh rupees as a grant. So if 2 tribal units can be clubbed, they will get an assistance of 30 lakhs. An additional 10 lakhs will be extended from the PMFME side. Okay, this is one thing. So tribal Vandan, with respect to the Vandan Vikas Yojana, we are working on a great extent. So far, pan India level, there are identified large number of units, and we are trying to promote the tribe products as well here. As you said, convergence, top-up convergence with other government scheme is also possible. And with respect to the AIF, Agricultural Infrastructure Fund, also you can go with this thing. And there is once you've registered, there is a portal where you can log in with your ID and all. There is a tab called EDP training module where you will see lot of training modules available over there. There will be different with respect to the different products. If you want to see an oil unit, expeller unit, or an a chicky making process or a spice processing units, there is a detailed video available on this prospect. There is a detailed project report available online, so you can just go through them. NIFTM is back holding on this process, unholding on this process through the NIFTM site. Also, it is visible. Anyway, once you have logged in, there is a separate tab for EVDP and its product related catalog where you can log in and you can see over there. Okay, and also during the login, also you can get the list of all the nodal agencies, district persons, state project management unit. The list is all available online. And convergence with AIF, they've launched a separate portal now, and through which you can link. If you're a beneficiary of PMFME scheme, you can link it automatically. Okay, so I'd like to share what is in status so far. This is an this is a quantum of applications we received. It's about 75,000 registrations is done so far. 30,000 is lying with the draft. Submitted is 45,000 applications has been submitted. So something which is sent to the bank is so far 32,000 applications has been sent to bank. So far in India, 8,900 loan sanctions done. So, and one thing is here we will send your applications to 2 banks actually. Okay, first preferred and second preferred bank. Why is it? There should be an applicant should have a fair opportunity if in case an application is rejected from any bank end. So if your application is considered rejected, only if both the banks is rejecting your application. So this is with respect to the thing, and I'll show you the status of so far what are the states have achieved how many number of loan sanctions with respect to the individual units. What is the quantum of subsidy it has been released so far? So far now Maharashtra stands first with around 800 applications loan sanctions. Tamil Nadu at second, 1,200. Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and so far. Okay, so these are the in an individual category, how many loan sanctions has been done, and this is the total quantum of the subsidy. So far, 333 crores has been released as the total grant, including the state and state as well as the central subsidies has been released. Okay. So with this respect to the individual only, I think that's the end. Thank you. If you have any queries, just post onto the tags. I'll be happy to answer.
Sure, sure. Thank you, Nanda Kumar. It was very informative, and a lot of people have have heard about the PMFME scheme, but they have not been able to get more details about it. Some of the questions which are, I think, common is what is the is there an end date or a date by which they have to apply, or is it available throughout the year?
It's available throughout the year. There is no cap. There is no cap.
Right.
See, it is an enterprise development activity. If you have a cap, it is not going to serve the purpose. And an entrepreneur has to select an apt time in which he is going to enter into this sector, into the market, and all these things. So it is another way around. You will have to be prepared, and these are the schemes which is available for you to get this assistance. It is not that for you are availing this assistance so that you can create an industry. It's not that. It is another way around. Okay.
Right. Somebody is asking, almost 30%, that is 11,000 loans were rejected by the bank. What could be the probable reasons?
See, the major reasons why 75% of the rejections is because of the poor credit score, CIBIL scores of these, and the track record of a lot of people have written write-off is there, NPA is there. So if you are willing to avail in credit facilities, you should have a clear track record of your credit score. That is the thing. And other reasons like improper documents, or people might, out of enthusiasm, they might have come in. When the bankers apprise, they will get to know what is this thing. And an approach like few banks do not support in particular service area. So now we are advising that service area approach has not to be followed. RBI has also given and standing instructions. And thing is, it is monitored end to end. There is a check line. There is an each and every place there is an a checks and balances has been maintained, so that these applications are not going uninformed. We have a state level bankers committee. Will apprise, finance minister will be heading this thing, and we have lead bank managers at every district. So we appraise them, and in case of any deviation observed, we'll we have a coordinator for a particular bank for the state level or the national level. We address to them if if an application is rejected with an fringy kind of flimsy reasons, those will be addressed, and those applications will be rolled back and addressed to that particular bank again. So nothing will be unaddressed. It is end to end. It is monitored. We have a lot of checks and balances in this thing. It cannot an application cannot stand in a bank for quite a long time. We have an timeline of 30 days. A bank should give a reply to us. Okay, what is the process? Are they'll have to take a call. Okay, they cannot put into an indefinite time and keep processing. It is stipulated. It is monitored. Every secretary of the government, even from the MOF, it is all monitored. So we have perfect checks and balances, and it just keeps on improvising.
Okay. Can they take multiple schemes on the same project?
Not for the same project. That's what I'm saying. For a particular period of time, you can avail only one benefit. Okay, so suppose you avail from MSME, that's good, and you want to go for expansion, you can avail this thing. Whereas in terms of AIF, Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, the scenario is different. You are going to get an additional benefit that you are available. In Karnataka, there is a scheme, same PMFME scheme. We are availing an extent of 35%, right? They have a convergence with the state government scheme, and they're extending up to 50%. That's on top of convergence. Top up convergence as well as interest subventions is also possible.
Right. Also, the website they need to go at is the PMFME website, right?
Yes, it's simple. I can also take you through the website if you want.
As you pull out the website, I think we have a poll coming up on your screen. So to all the participants, you can take a look at your screen and you can see a poll which is running. Kindly take about 5 to 10 seconds to answer the questions on this poll. So all of you who are viewing the webinar on mobile as well as on your laptops, if you see at your screen now, you will see the poll question coming up. About 3 to 4 questions have been put up, and you can take a look at it and answer the same. It will be live for the next 5 to 10 seconds.
This is the home page I was looking about.
Nandkumar, kindly hold on for about 10 to 15 seconds. Once they can answer the poll question, then we can resume. So all of our viewers, you can take a look at the poll question and kindly answer the same. Okay. So okay, we have very few participants who have answered, but the poll will be live as and when you want to answer, you can answer the questions. So I think Nandakumar, you were walking us through the website, so maybe you can just showcase it and the viewers can have a look at it.
Yes. See, this is the home page, pmfme.mofpa.gov.in. This is the home page. There's a login process. Online registration is available here. Once you click on it, you'll be prompted to this registration site. Here you will get the dashboard of whatever is there. Yes, this just you'll have to go here and just sign up. Before the sign up process, if you want to take the list of state nodal agency or this list of district resource person, you just have to click it. You will be having an the PDF file downloaded for every state and district who is then district resource person who will be handholding you will be displayed on here. You just sign up is a simple process. Just do the sign up here. You will be asked your name, a residential address, mobile number, and email ID. Once you've registered, then a link will be sent to both your mobile number as well as to your mail ID, where it will be a one-time activation link. Just reset your password. You will receive the. It's a simple see registration. You'll have to go for an individual category, name of your applicant, ID, mobile number, address, your state and district. Just click in here, register. You will receive an SMS as well as a mail ID. Mail. So you will be given an activation link. You will have to reset your password. Then you will receive a concerned district resource person and state nodal agencies, district nodal agencies number. So from that process, you will be able to go on hassle free. So they will handhold you, and you will have a user ID and password. Then sign up, log in into that. You will see what is the portal and all that. There is a training modules also available on that. It will be easy. Then filling up this application, preparation of DPR, uploading this file into this online process, all that no resource person will do. Only thing is, you will have to be clear with your business ideas. This is only done after your process is all freeze. You'll have to be clear with what kind of a process you're going, what kind of a machineries you're going to purchase. Maybe for that you'll have to take up an guidance and assistance from Solution Buggy and come up with what is and all that. This DRP will be able to handle it only through this process and support you with the training module, but not with respect to counseling you for taking what kind of a business you'll have to do. Okay, kind of a market study and selecting the process, what kind of a product you are going to get in, what is the process line, we'll have to be clear with that. Okay, that's the thing. Anything else you want me to explain?
Not exactly on the slide,
Okay.
but say there is a question where they're asking if the project estimation is more than 10 lakhs, then will they have to provide a collateral?
Not necessary. See, that's what I said. If your
Okay.
project is going to be more than 10 lakhs, you will be covered under CGT-MSC, Credit Guarantee Scheme, CGT-MSC. Okay.
Right.
And if that particular process is, applicable in AIF, that you will be paying a fees like it's like in small amount, like an insurance fee, like an insurance, like price they collect for covering you under the CGT-MSC yearly. It's like an insurance fee. Okay. So if your process is eligible under AIF, that fee is also borne by the government.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this applicable to the maximum turnover should be less than 5 crores, right?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody above that, then the scheme is not applicable.
Then they will go to micro, small category.
Small category, right? Okay. I think I have one question to Mr. Sudarshan. Mr. Sudarshan, if you are there.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. So you were talking about the NSIC scheme, and you were telling about how the NSIC scheme is helping. So is it that the NSIC scheme is dependent on the state government, or is it a central scheme?
No. Whatever I'm talking is about central government only. So NSIC is having a pan-India offices. Every district is having office. So especially in India, all industrial associations. So NSIC is from the central, no need to be a state. It is a scheme which is given to the individual citizens of India. So wherever they are in the particular district, they can avail the benefit from NSIC office. So the first thing they have to go to them, talk to them, register with them with a very nominal fees. So that after that they'll be getting the benefit what NSIC is giving.
Right. Sure. Thanks. I think now we have, one of our other speakers, Mr. Gopinath, also who has joined us. Unfortunately, he was very busy and he could not connect with us prior to this. But before, I give a few minutes to Mr. Gopinath. He's been, a pioneer in helping us in, running these food and beverage related webinars. This is the second consecutive year that MSMEDI has partnered with SolutionBuggy to run these webinars. He's a very busy man, like I already mentioned, but he has taken some time off to come and address, the gathering here. Over to you, Mr. Gopinath.
Good afternoon. Sorry because I joined a little bit late because I had some technical issue as well as with the other programs. Sure. Actually, I have to join by 1 o'clock in gym global investors meet at Vidhan Sauda.
Right.
Maybe
you can just take another 5 minutes.
Just 5-10 minutes in that
sure.
meeting.
Yeah.
It's good that today, this mega food summit we are organizing for 5 days from 13th to till 19th, I believe. Now tomorrow is the last date. Tomorrow is the last date, I believe. Can you hear
yes,
me?
no, today is the last date, sir. Today is the last day of the session. We have one more session in the evening, which is mainly targeted on marketing and export opportunities.
Okay.
Right.
So, that MSME is a very important sector in our economy, and then it's playing a major and vibrant role in developing or in increasing the business and opportunities in Indian economy. And as such, now Ministry of MSME having a lot of schemes to support MSMEs. Let it be any sectors, whether it's a food sector or it's a mechanical, electrical, any sector if you take, the MSME plays a major important role. So in this, all the schemes are related to in general schemes which is applicable to micro, small and medium enterprises. In order to make in the case of ease of doing the business, now if you say, then the definition of MSMEs has been redefined again with the inclusion of the turnover component. So from July 2020 onwards, with that now the number of MSMEs have increased, which are what earlier it was in medium scale and large scale. Now it has come under the bracket of MSME sector. So this is to mainly to give support and encourage the MSME sectors. And further, during the pandemic situation, there was a global tender up to, above some 200 crores. Now it has been limited to up to 200 crores. There is no global tenders. So this will give an opportunity for MSMEs to get into that government supply, become a vendor. So further, in order to increase the marketing support for MSMEs, the public procurement policy, which is playing a major role, every year, Government of India is procuring nearly 25% to 35% from the MSME sectors to encourage the MSMEs. So every year you see that the procurement is around 1,40,000, 1,50,000 crores, like that the government is procuring. Out of that, 30% means almost 30 to 45,000 crores. We have 50,000 crores being procured from the MSME sectors. So this is the most important point which every MSME should know it, and how to become a vendor for these PSUs and become a vendor for the public department is a very important question, because become a vendor, should have certain parameters to get qualified. In respect of quality, in respect of time delivery, cleanliness, everything. In respect of quality, now the government is also trying to promote the one word certification, Z certification, zero defect, zero effect. All micro and small enterprises, they can opt for Z certification, which is one of the most important and now the flagship scheme under the Ministry of MSME, where this MSME and micro and small enterprises can go for adopting this Z certification. And in order to improve this quality awareness and also support the MSMEs, the incentives also being given. So for micro enterprises, 80% reimbursement to get it. For a small scale industry, 60% they are going to get the reimbursement. And for medium scale industry, up to 50%. And at present, this certificate, Z certification is being applied only for manufacturing sectors. So the next phase, this is the first phase one. Now the second phase, we are going for the supporting the service sectors, where we are going to select around 5 service sectors, where which will come all the service sectors under that 5 categories, so that all MSMEs, also service sectors, they can also get Z certification. The provision is now guidelines in under process now. Once it is ready, it will be put it in the public domain. And moreover, apart from that, the GEM portal, which is the most important portal in Government of India, where all the MSMEs, micro and small enterprises can become the seller in the portal, and the buyer is the Government of India. So in that case, it is now all the ministries, all the central government or departments are mandatorily to require or procure only from GEM portal. This is also another way where government is trying to help the MSME sectors. So if you look at that, the turnover almost crossed 1 lakh crores in the GEM portal itself. So that is a really good step that they got taken by the government to support MSMEs. And also, a lot of trade fairs are taking place across India, and in order to support the marketing, to engage the MSMEs to find new buyers and develop the networking, and also to find the new products in their business, or also if they want to diversify any product, then also this trade fair participation becomes very important. So here the cost, financial portion involved in the trade fair. So encourage the MSMEs. There is a reimbursement for the micro and small enterprises if they are participating in the trade fair, like a stall rent or another extra small expenditure like logistic expenditure, traveling expenses, unlimited to 1,50,000 rupees per unit. and each unit can participate 2 times in a year. They can avail the benefits. Similarly, for international levels, that also they can avail the benefits. Like that, the marketing support is being provided, and also the financial support is being provided in terms of the Mudra scheme, Stand Up India, online 59 minutes loan. All these things have been provided. So, in nutshell, say our ministry is trying to encourage and develop, nurture all the development in MSME sectors across length and breadth of the country. So I thank the SolutionBuggy for organizing this important 5 days program, and I hope all the partners who are part of these programs, they get the benefits, and all the candidates who are the part of these programs, they enjoyed and they get all the information whatever they require. At the same time, if they require any preparation of project report, any other financial assistance scheme from the MSMEs, so they can approach MSME also. We will also take up that issue and try to assist the entrepreneurs. Today, India needs a lot of entrepreneurs because MSME is one of the backbone of the economy. And with these few words, thanks to SolutionBuggy for organizing this wonderful seminar. And
Sir, your voice is very feeble.
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's better. Now it is better.
So with these few words, I think I have to rush to the meeting now because we are a part of this global investors meet where we have to arrange some a lot of MSME sectors to be part of this.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for being constant support for all the MSMEs and also the food and beverage related manufacturing industries. It has been a pleasure to be part of MSME DI this year as well as last year while hosting this knowledge sessions. A lot of entrepreneurs come to us and they keep asking us on the various schemes and how the government can support. We can definitely revert back to you and take your organization's help in transmitting the knowledge to these entrepreneurs. Thank you, Mr. Gopinath.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So, thank you, sir.
Sir, Mr. Sudarshan and Mr. Nandakumar, a few more questions I think that we are having.
Yeah, please. We are there.
Mr. Sudarshan, say these schemes which you are talking about, could it be also used in trading, or is it only related to manufacturing?
No, trading has a separate component because we have to go to the bank directly and show the stock what we are putting in, and for that they will give a loan.
Okay.
The credit guarantee
schemes, the PM FME or the PMEGP schemes are only for manufacturing.
Yeah, manufacturing and service.
And in related to the construction of the units, so is there a specific limit?
No. What do you mean by construction?
So if I am constructing a factory or a unit, so can I avail these schemes for that also?
Agreed, but when you are constructing a factory, that should be in the infrastructure support from the government of the respective government. Say for example, if I am doing it construction on my personal land, you cannot get a loan, you cannot claim a loan under that. But if you are doing under any infrastructure development activity, especially we have places where in Telangana we have Telangana Industry Infrastructure Corporation. So in that you'll be getting that, but on the personal land you may not. So unmute yourself.
Yeah. And so, but these schemes, what you talked about in marketing also, that is also valid, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. One question to you, Mr. Nandakumar.
Yes, go.
Yeah, Mr. Nandakumar. Hold on a second. Yeah, so this scheme is applicable to anybody who has just started as well as to somebody who is already in operations, right?
Yes. No, for the new entrepreneurs also. See, you have an idea, you want to start, you can also avail it.
Okay. And somebody who's already started also, for them also it's available.
Who's already started, now they want to expand their process, they can do it. It cannot be done for the already existing machineries.
Right. And you spoke about the forest related products.
Yes, Trifor units.
Yes. So is that the Vandan Vikas Yojana, or is it?
Yes, Vandan Vikas Yojana.
That one only, is it? So
Yes.
what is the rules and regulations for that?
See, Vandan Vikas Yojana, they will, from the Vandan Vikas Yojana, from the Trifor, for the Trifor, they will extend 15 lakhs per unit. Okay.
Right.
What we are doing is formulation of mini Trifor units. 2 Trifor units come together, they will have an funding of 30 lakhs assistance from the Trifor, right? We are also extending them one additional 10 lakh rupees for them.
Right.
So they have that 15 lakhs assistance in various things like, training their people, standardization, and then buying of machineries, raw material on that. They can utilize additional this 10 lakhs also for develop their products or establishing a market link.
Okay. And the product has to be something related to forest, right?
Yeah, minus for produce mini Trifor unit is basically into an food produce. Okay, so anything of that. If they are formed under Vandan Vikas Yojana, they can get an assistance of additional 10 lakhs from PMFME. That's a simple goal.
Okay. And if somebody is setting up a hydroponic farms, so is this scheme available?
Not for the hydroponic farms.
No.
See, only criteria is it has to be in value addition, not into this horticulture or plantation kind of thing. Food industry essentially into value addition, and product has to be in form of consumable kind of thing. That's it. End product has to be eatable and should be in retail form. That's it.
Okay. So wherever you are doing value addition, it is considered as you are doing some changes to the raw material and doing some processing, and so nothing for sorting, grading, packing. Then it is not allowed.
Not allowed.
Correct.
Say suppose your product has any product in the process, the sorting, grading and all done, then finally you make an value addition, then the entire process can be covered. Not just exclusively for sorting and grading, then I'll do. So if the process involves value addition, then sorting, grading, all the primary, secondary, tertiary process will be given assistance.
Correct. Yeah. So just to give an example, I think last year we did a project wherein one of the entrepreneurs was he had initially set up a unit to do his intention was to get into curcumin production out of turmeric. So initially, like how Mr. Nanda Kumar said, he was only doing sorting and cleaning and packing these turmeric and sending it for other either direct consumption or to other units. But the moment he got into curcumin production, so then he was eligible for this scheme. So that is this one. So you have to do some value-added products using your raw materials.
It's simple. Turmeric can be in form of powder, raw turmeric dried and made into a powder is eligible. Spices, when it is ground through ground, it is spice powder, then it is done. If it is made chili into a flakes, it's done. So that's the thing.
Right. Where can they get details about these nodal agencies and DRPs? They just have to fill up this form and they'll be forwarded to it, or?
Yes, they just have to register it. Simple. Then you will have all those details coming onto you.
Perfect.
They can also download the list of nodal agencies before you sign up. There is a list of nodal agencies and all that, right? There you can download.
Perfect. So good then, it has been a very informative session. A lot of questions have come up. I'm sure some of them have been answered. Some of them may not have been, but don't worry. Our team will be in touch with you starting from tomorrow. They'll be talking to you and getting your questions. If it is anything specific to any of the schemes, then we will revert back to the panelists who are there today and get their inputs as well. But you've been a patient audience, and it was wonderful interacting with the panelists as well as the audience. A very interactive session, a lot of questions that came up. If you still have more doubts, do write into us. Our team will be circulating the questions and making sure that you get the answers to them. And for all the food entrepreneurs, we have a next session at 3 o'clock today, which is our last and penultimate session of the entire food webinar. We'll be talking about marketing opportunities, new age marketing techniques, as well as the export opportunities which are available. Do join in, and as usual, there'll be a stellar set of panelists who will be talking about it. Thank you once again. Thank you to the speakers. Thank you, Mr. Sudarshan Gagam. Thank you, Mr. Nandakumar. And thank you, Mr. Gopinath.
Mr. Nandakumar, thank you. And SolutionBuggy, thank you for inviting us.
Thank
and for NSIC being a part of it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, groups. Thank you, Sudarshan, sir. Thank you all. Thank you all the participants, aspiring people. Happy to connect with all the like-minded people. Thank you. Here to help.
Sure.
Thank you all.
Sure. Thank you.